Hello, everyone. Uh,
Hi.
I hope we have some people joining us today during the live stream. It's Monday, it's 6:30 EST, and we are going to do our normal scheduling,
Mm-hmm.
which usually begins with a report about a book
Yeah,
or a review.
review.
Um,
Show and tell,
we do
like you
have
say.
a new camera
Yeah,
as the main
something is
camera
not
that is
working.
going to be photographing drawing. Let us know
Oh,
if you see a
you did
difference.
close this.
I did not. I minimized it. Let us know if you see a difference in the resolution and quality while filming Nir's drawing,
Yeah,
the process.
I think you can actually see the camera. It's this.
Can they? Yeah, it's visible right now.
Yeah.
So there's a better camera there. It used to be an old cell phone, right?
Yeah, and I still use the old one, which is not working now. I don't know why, but it's supposed to work. Waiting
Yeah.
for the connection. I don't know why. Anyway, maybe we don't have a Zoom for
For today,
tonight.
yeah.
Let me try again, just one more time. You don't have a microphone. So many technical problems today.
Yeah, that's what happens when you upgrade to a better camera.
Yeah. I don't know why the other one doesn't work.
Is
Never
it
mind.
critical for today or no?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. All right, so we'll begin with the book, right?
Yes.
What do you have for us today?
By the way, I'm also streaming on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
today. So if anybody is listening or watching on Instagram, you can join the YouTube, which is for sure has better quality, especially for the sound, because Instagram is through my phone
Mm-hmm.
and YouTube is with the OBS, so we have the microphones.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to show this book.
Yeah.
It's by Junji Ito. I think it's obvious. You can see that.
Did he edit this or did someone else take art from various different books of his
I
and
don't think he edited
yeah.
it. Yeah, I think maybe he worked with a designer or something like that.
Yeah.
I really like the way it's printed. It has like a specific. I'm not sure if it's the paper. Let me actually see it. Oh, maybe it's the paper itself. It
Yeah.
has like,
A metallic finish.
yeah, some sort of a texture.
If you like rotate it against the camera, maybe it'll be able to pick up. So there's a semi-gloss sheen, like a kind of metallic sheen
Yeah,
to
and
all of the silver portions.
except the headline, which
Yeah, and
is
also
made.
black is not sheening and the pink is not sheening. So it's like
Yeah,
yeah, it might be first layer or maybe the paper itself.
yeah, it's really cool. And
Uzumaki!
also
Hi Jamie, how are ya?
the color of the eyes is cool. I really like the pink. Yeah, Uzumaki. We start with Uzumaki. So it has a dust jacket and the interior cover is just like this without nothing except of this print over here. And I sent this today to the publisher that's gonna publish Age of Canaan. And I basically said, this is how I want it because I really like the quality here. Like
Yeah,
the printing quality and the hardcover and the dust jacket.
yeah,
And this effect is cool. So we'll see if it works.
yeah.
So these are his
It's a
colored.
collection.
Yeah, it's a collection of art. I like the way they did the design of the book,
Mm,
which they were not writing anything,
yeah.
and
Is there no text throughout the book?
yeah, only when you get to the end, it has Where is it? It has like a description of every image. Like
Right,
this
okay,
here.
yeah. Jillian asks, when would Age of Canaan be available for purchase?
I don't know. I don't have a date. I just signed the contract recently, so
We might have updates soon, but we don't have any specific date so far.
yeah. But we'll share it with everybody when I have the information.
Yeah, we do a live stream, Jillian, once a week, 6:30 p.m. EST. And you could just pop in to see if we have any updates. Normally during the beginning, the opening portion, if we have anything important to let the audience know about, we'll be saying
Yeah,
that in the
also on
beginning.
my social media accounts.
Yeah, and you can follow the social media.
Mostly, I think Blue Sky and Instagram.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, but I prefer his black and whites over the colors. I do like the colors as well, but the black and white is very strong. Look at this, for example. It's very it has a more has more impact when you see it. I think he uses watercolors, but I'm not sure. This is very cool, the way he draws the face. So the colors are probably watercolors, more Uzumaki. Yeah, but I don't know why, but I like the black and whites much more than the colors.
Yeah.
This is very cool. Look,
yes, yeah.
This is such an interesting horror idea for this book.
Mm-hmm.
The bad guy is basically a shape.
Right.
It's geometry.
And it's also not bad. It's just like
sort of bad.
It doesn't feel like there's motivation behind.
No.
It's just something that happens.
Natural thing that happens. But they're fighting geometry.
I think so. Jillian is asking if Junji Ito works traditionally or with or digitally or with.
There's a YouTube what's the name of it? YouTube channel called what's the I forgot the
Which
name
one?
of it. Oh yeah, Manben.
Right.
Manben, I think. It's a channel that I think it was from TV, from Japanese TV.
Yeah.
And they interview
manga
manga artists, and they had an episode with Junji Ito. I think I'm almost sure.
Yeah.
I saw an episode with Ito, and he draws traditionally. You can see that the watercolor is probably looks traditional.
It looks traditional.
I remember I saw him ink traditionally.
So inking, I'm 100% positive that he does traditionally, and then coloring, I think even if he does some digitally or someone else colors them digitally, I think when he colors, it's traditionally.
This is very nice. It looks like a print almost.
Like an art print. Yeah, it's very high quality.
Maybe even a wood print.
Yeah.
Because of all the blacks and the hatching, it looks.
And like also the paper is tinted and.
Yeah. This is very cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Wow, a lot of work. It seems like it's not a lot because there's a lot of like empty spaces, but to draw all of these people, it takes so much time because even if the character is so small on the page, you still need to think about the character. It has movement. It has like, it's not like stick figure. It has like a shape, and you read it as a person. It takes a lot of time. It's hard. Yeah, all the horror stuff is crazy. Really crazy. Yeah, but you can see that it's traditional. I guess you can today you can do digital and make it seem as if it's traditional, but it looks very traditional to me. Maybe maybe this coloring here is digital.
Yeah, but then I don't think it's him doing the digital coloring, right?
Yeah, this look for sure digital.
I don't know. You could do that with an airbrush pretty easily.
I don't know. It looks
Yeah.
it looks like Photoshop.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Jillian asks, "What did you think of the HBO adaptation of his work into the show?" So,
I haven't.
yeah.
We haven't seen it
Yeah.
because I heard it's really bad, and I saw a few shots from it. I think the only good shots were probably on the trailer itself, and I saw like pretty bad scenes from there, which looked very like they used the 3D characters to do the animation.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we can watch it, but I don't have any hopes for it being interesting.
Yeah.
But I think we did we did watch something else by him.
We did.
So I was talking now about Uzumaki, but
Yeah.
there's something else. So there's something else by him, which was okay. Like the animation wasn't great, but it was fine. I think it was short stories.
Did I watch
Not
that
sure.
as well? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was short stories. I remember one of the stories was that he's stuck inside a house, that the rooms are moving and creepy stuff. But the
Yeah.
animation wasn't great. So for today, I thought about maybe doing. I have two options. Maybe the chat could help me decide
Yeah.
what to do. This is it's a commission of Batgirl, and this Robin is one of the female Robins. I don't remember. This is Cassandra Cain, I think, and the Robin I don't remember the name. So this is one option. I need to finish it. So I did already the deep pants parts and all the blacks. I need to continue with the backgrounds and the whites on the black here on the character.
Yeah.
So this is option number one. And option number two, I'm working now on a short for a cool publisher here.
Yeah. Raid Toronto.
Raid, yeah. So it's a double. It's a very action-packed page, and it's a cool page. But I'm only gonna start it now on the stream.
I'm gonna let Jamie decide. So, Jamie, would you rather see initial inking on this double page spread, or the whites over black areas on the commission piece with Batwoman?
I can finish the
Yeah.
either finish the commission or
start this. Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
Because Jamie is here every week.
I do need to do both of them eventually, so
yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
Whatever I do now, I'll do the other one tomorrow morning. So
right,
you could also see it tomorrow. But I think
okay. So Jamie is tardy with the reply, and Jillian says option number two, the double page spread.
Double page?
Yes,
okay.
We're gonna go with that.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, it's always really amazing to watch the sketch, the underlying sketch, and how that relates to how you start inking. I love watching the beginning of the process. I sort of am used to by now where you choose to start on the page, but even then I get surprised every once in a while.
You know what? I used to start with
the biggest face, or
no, I used to start with I'm usually start with I go left corner, upper left corner
to lower right corner,
just because I don't want to smudge over
makes sense.
what I do.
Yeah.
And I do start with the characters first, but I usually start with the eyes. And I learned in in a bad way.
Yeah.
Do you remember when was it?
Are you talking about the Inkwell disaster?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm talking about the Superman commission
Yeah.
I've done. That was it was a bad
Oh, the paper was, yeah.
yeah.
Wasn't
I
it Superman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I started with the eyes, but then it wasn't. I was expecting something else with the paper, and it was behaving not the way I expected. So something happened there. So I decided, even though I know this specific paper,
Mm-hmm.
since then I'm just starting like somewhere else, but with the character, and
Yeah.
then I go to the, if it works, okay, I continue with the eye.
Yeah. Jillian asks, can you explain the underlying sketch? I think I'm going to probably tackle this question, and if I make
Sure.
any errors, then you can chime in.
Yeah.
So it's red and blue. That's Nir's way of simplifying to the eye what is a character and what is part of the backdrop. And the reason for that is when he places the actual page that he's going to ink on over top of the sketch that he prepared, which is done digitally, but we'll talk about that in a bit. It's harder sometimes to see exactly what's going on because the lines get a little bit blurred behind the page, right? There's like refraction. And this way it's easier to read, character from backdrop. Sometimes there's multiple characters on a page, like we see in this instance. Sometimes like there's characters overlapping, but the backdrop is poking through, and it's really helpful to be able to ascertain what lines he's working on. The sketch is made digitally. There's a couple of different reasons for that. It's much easier to undo or grab something, scale it, rotate it, and find the right composition without having to think about the traditional aspects of erasing and all of the cons, I guess, that come with the pros of traditional work. It's just a very rapid way to set down the composition. That's then printed out on usually A3 paper,
Yeah.
which is like double A4, double letter size, and then
Which is why a bit shorter, just a little bit shorter, and a bit wider than 11 by 17, which is the standard North American size.
in North America, yeah. Even though North America A4 is also standard, right?
No,
it's not.
No, it's either letter or ledger. I think it's ledger. I think it's called ledger.
But I've seen like government documents that have A4 letters.
Oh, it works. The phone
I
started
guess.
working.
Let's see if we can.
No, but
actually...
I think it's okay. It's just a little bit more zoomed in.
Yeah, it's not even that much more zoomed in, actually. And the new camera is, I feel like it's way higher resolution, but let me know, Jamie. You're here every week, so if the camera that you see Nir drawing through at this point in time,
you know what, I actually said a few times to people, and also in one of my other videos, that it's not that of a there isn't a big difference between using a phone. I'm specifically talking about streaming and like filming art, drawing, nothing else. I'm not talking about doing I don't know, photography or stuff like that. I'm just talking about streaming like this. So the research that I've done with a friend he's not a professional photographer, but he's a, let's say, semi-professional photographer.
Yeah.
So he basically researched the best way to do it, and there's no big difference between using a phone camera or using the, I don't know. This one that I bought is called Sony ZV-E10,
Yeah.
which is for specifically for streaming,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a good camera. But I think my because I used my older phone, I think it was a phone from at least 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But if you're using a phone that is new from the recent, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, it's gonna be probably pretty much the same. I'm just talking about streaming like this, where you have
Yeah. Stationary camera.
not like filming outside or
Yeah.
anything like that. For
Yeah.
that, probably a camera is better.
For sure.
But I have a phone, like a new one, and I was thinking of maybe buying a new phone
Mm.
and using this old one. But eventually, buying the camera was cheaper than buying a new phone. So that's the reason I actually was convinced on using a camera.
Yeah. Jillian says, do choose specific reds and blues for it to read better when you put the paper on top.
No, sometimes I use green as well. And you see here it's another color because I have like figures. This figure is blocking this one, and I want to make sure I read this as the leg of this figure and this hand as this,
Mm-hmm.
just to make it more readable.
Mm-hmm.
When I ink, I do it fast, and I even usually listen to stuff or talk like now, for example. And it's easier
Yeah.
if you make your life easier in
This way,
advance.
yeah. Make it more automatic.
Yeah.
We were just listening to the, I think, first chapter of the book, Thinking Fast and Slow, and he was talking about like System 1 and System 2 attention.
Yeah.
And you're basically trying to make it as automatically readable as possible so that you don't have to.
Yeah, for myself, because it doesn't cost me anything more. It doesn't take more time to make it to change the colors. I just choose another color and that's it. So the basic thing is making the background a different color than the characters, but sometimes if it's a more complicated scene like this,
Yeah.
I use some more, like this green and green here for the face.
Yeah. Differentiate between.
Yeah.
So what kind of, I'm gonna ask I think the next natural question to that. So let's say you have like two characters overlapping and there's the backdrop underneath.
Yeah.
Why does it matter which line belongs to which character? Is it because you change thicknesses as you're drawing the lines by how far away in the frame something is? Or?
I want to understand what I'm drawing. I'm not
Yeah.
just copying like
No,
what I
obviously.
see.
But what would
So-
be the so if you thought, for instance, that the arm in the foreground belonged to a different character, what would you do differently to ink it?
Yeah, it might be like a bit like the
Thicker,
ink,
thinner.
Yeah, the ink is gonna be thicker.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Basically,
I thought.
when I do like if it's a small character, I want to indicate that it's far away. So it's most of the time is gonna be with the thinner lines.
Yeah.
But this right here, it's like a giant, so it's not like they're the same size. It's not zoomed in or anything because it's the idea of the story is more fantastical.
How many pages is it going to be in the magazine?
Only 5 pages.
5 is a lot in a magazine, in a, weekly. What is it? Does it come out once a month?
Yeah, I think it's monthly.
That's a lot of pages, though, in a magazine like that. I don't know. They probably only have, I mean, what, 30?
I don't
Oh,
know.
that's a loaded question, Jillian. What type of paper do you use for inking?
Yeah.
Don't you have a whole video up about the paper, or
No,
we haven't uploaded?
no, I didn't do the paper video yet. I was waiting for the camera actually because it wasn't
Yeah.
I don't know, it wasn't getting the. I wanted to do a video about paper and do examples of the nibs and
Yeah,
the
and
pens
actually
I'm
film like
using.
the difference between how the ink behaves on one type of paper and on a different type of
Yeah,
paper regarding like smoothness and graininess
yeah,
and bleeding of ink into the um, surrounding tissue of the paper.
yeah. But to answer the question, this paper is Clairefontaine, which is a French company.
Yeah.
You can, I think the cheapest way to get it in North America is from a UK store,
Hmm.
and it's not very cheap because it's not like a standard American size. So because it's A3, it's a bit more expensive here. But for me, it's very important the type of paper I use because I do want to work on a very, very smooth paper. Like the smoothest, the better.
Yeah.
And this one is the smoothest I ever found, except of one type that I think they stopped manufacturing it. So it's Clairefontaine, and it's 180
Grams.
grams.
The density.
Oh no, 205.
205
That's the paper.
grams per 91 pounds. What does that mean?
Pure white.
What is that
It's the weight.
weight of, but
The weight.
what does it mean per 95 pounds? What's 205 grams per 91 pounds?
No, it's not per. It's 91
Oh,
lb. It's like the same in different
no,
measuring
91 pounds is not 205 grams.
lb.
No, I don't think.
But it's basically it says the weight. So the thickest is gonna be the more
No, 91 pounds
weighing
is
more.
like 41,270
No, it's not
grams.
pound. It's lb.
LB is pounds, right? Am I going nuts? Is LB pounds? I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, LB is the standard abbreviation for pounds. Yeah. So it's not. It is some sort of ratio there that I'm not clear on what it actually means. It doesn't really matter, but
I think they might measure it differently.
I think it has to do with the density of the paper. So I'm gonna ask the interbrains. Yeah, so it's primarily written as grammage in grams per square meter. Okay, that's why, I think this is why, and it's often expressed as basis weight in pounds for a ream of 500 sheets. Yeah, so see, it's like a very specific industry type thing. They're not writing all the additional squared meters and, you know, the weight in pounds for 500 sheets of paper. They're not writing all of that. So it's like shorthand technical.
Okay. But anyway, anything around 200 grams is okay for inking. I can also work with 180. It works. But more important than the thickness is the smoothness.
Mm-hmm. Jillian says, I love your process of sketching and inking. How would you differentiate between an original page, a commission, and a transferred version of a page you've previously created? I guess, Jillian, do you mean, does he approach them differently? Is that the question? because I'm reading differentiate between as if like would he be able to choose them out from a crowd of pages? I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but let me know.
Working on a commission is completely different than working on comic book pages.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they mean how you approach them differently, maybe, or
Yeah, for sure. It's something else. A
Mhm.
commission is like a cover.
Right.
Comic book page is sequential. It's a story.
Yeah.
But you do tell some sort of a story in a commission. I try to do that. Not everybody is doing that.
Yeah.
I usually when I get a commission, I would try to find an idea related to the character that is like the base theme of the character,
Mm-hmm.
and then I try to find inspiration from. Usually it's classical art, but not always. Could be something else as well. But something that is not, I guess, literal.
Yeah.
Something that shows the character in a different light somehow.
So Julian says, it's good I asked you the question because I didn't understand that you meant if you buy an original, would it mean that there's only one of those or that it's a transfer of an original sketch? No, originals means there's only one of them unless otherwise specified. So for instance, we did a run of Chiclée prints and we specified that there were only ever going to be 10 of each, and those were prints. So that it wasn't referred to as an original, it was referred to as a limited run print. But anything that's sold as a commission or says original on it, there's only ever going to be one of those. It's the actual page that was inked for a book or for a commission. Those don't get reproduced in any way.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have like art books, but it's prints. It's not the original.
Yeah, it's original means you own the actual page, the one-off.
Yeah, this thing. You
Yeah.
get this.
It's never gonna be made again.
Yeah.
No problem, Jillian.
Why
Do you
not?
feel more? Do you feel different emotionally towards like commission and when you work on your own books? When you're drawing? Is there any kind of like
Interesting
attitude
question.
that thanks, that's my question.
If I feel different, I enjoy commissions. I know a lot of artists who don't really like to do that, and a lot of them don't do a lot of commissions. But I enjoy them just because I somehow created a like a sort of a space for myself that I can do whatever I want basically in commissions. So when people ask me specifically for commissions, they know my probably then they know me before, so they know my style and stuff like that. And they usually expect like something different, not like the character as it's usually seen. So what was what was the question? If I enjoy it?
No. If you have like a different emotional connection or way that you see the commission versus when you're doing your own original characters.
Of course, if usually the commissions are for characters that are owned by somebody else, so it's going to be a different thing. And I do most of the time I do like a new design for the character, so it takes me some more time to be able to do that. But yeah, I guess you can say that it's a bit less attached to me because it's Batman or Superman and it's not my character.
Yeah.
But I am trying to make it my own. So I think that's the most important thing for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not just doing the Superman that everybody knows. I'm trying to make my own my own version
Right.
of the character.
Jillian asks, do you enjoy the sketching part or the inking part more? These are very good questions. These are like philosophical.
Yeah.
Could I take a guess maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I think you would probably say that you enjoy the inking part more because of the precision and the finality of it, maybe? Or am I just projecting myself onto
I think you're projecting yourself.
Yeah.
Because it depends. Sometimes I prefer, like, the process itself is I like inking more.
Okay, so I was right.
If we're talking only about the process.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do the sketching, I'm working on the design. So that's like it's a different, like, part of the brain, I guess,
Yeah.
even. So it takes more attention.
The sketching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the inking is a little bit more automatic.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer if we speak only in technical terms, I prefer inking.
Yeah.
But sketching is like also more thinking,
Right.
which is,
You have to take so much into account when you're sketching. It's
yeah.
Anatomy, composition, motion, how the panels flow. There's so much you have to do, basically. So it's a lot going on. I wouldn't even call it just sketching. I would call it like layout.
No,
Is more.
there's another part before that, which is layouts. Layouts is a different, completely different part of the process.
Does it happen like before the sketching
Before,
part?
yeah,
Okay.
before. I can maybe next time I can show how my layout looks. It's most it's mostly like this, like the sketch itself, but without detail. So the characters are gonna be like mannequins,
Right.
and no backgrounds at all. Only if I do need to remember something specific that happens in the background, I'll draw it.
Yeah.
And I'll draw it like in a very simplistic way.
Think like three-dimensional stick figures. So there's
Yeah.
only a sort of ellipse that denotes the head,
Exactly.
and you don't really go into, unless there's a reason you wouldn't like um, position the eyes even, right?
If I need to do something specifically
With the eyes, then you'll
then
position.
yeah, or even I'll do like a dotted line that with an arrow or something like that, just to remember to do it later on.
It's like having a conversation with yourself in the future and the
yeah.
past, right?
Yeah, and
Because you're leaving sort of like breadcrumbs for your.
And it starts with the idea, with a log line, with the writing. It always starts with writing before I do any line.
Yeah. Do you leave room for additional interpretation during inking? Jillian asks.
Yes.
And does it ever happen when you ink that you see shapes you made during the sketch that you forgot why they are there or what they are?
That's the answer to that is the reason I started doing the different
Colored
lines.
Right.
Because it happened to me a lot. And I was thinking once, why do I do all the lines the same colors? It's so confusing because my sketches are very complicated. As you can see here, there's a lot of things going on.
And this is one of the simpler pages that you've you've done in the recent
yeah,
month, let's say, or 2 months. You had some really complex, detailed pages.
Yeah, but I do sometimes still forget.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's even hard to like figure out what I'm seeing, and I do need to like see it like this, or maybe open the file on the computer.
Does that happen often?
No,
No,
not recently.
not anymore. But you've been doing the separation of colors for a while now. I think it's for the past like maybe 3, 4 years, no?
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Yeah. If it's a very complicated page, you're gonna see a lot of colors on
Yeah.
it.
Right.
You can actually guess the amount of complexity on the page by counting the different colors I use.
And when you have inverted parts that you want to remind yourself later on that you're going to have like a blacked out area that has white lines, what does that look like in the sketching process? Do you actually
In
sketch
the
that out?
sketching, are you asking if I'm working with white over the like the red?
Right, yeah. For instance.
Sometimes, but I sometimes just do the draw it like this and then put a color in this with a little bit of opacity just to remember that I need to black it out later.
Yeah. Or yeah, because you can select that's what I guess I'm asking. At what point do you select what you're going to black out and have white lines over?
Oh, okay.
Is that during the sketching phase, or does it happen later, or is
No,
it
it's
like
during the sketching
yeah,
phase.
okay. So how would you
But
like
it's later in the process of the sketching, unless it's a specific character that I know it's gonna be.
yeah,
It has like some black.
it repeats as black
Yeah,
areas, yeah.
yeah. For example, for this, so this is the character is supposed to be black, so I knew I'm gonna do it black. But the here I did do the white over the black.
Yeah.
But here, for example, you see here I did the lines and then I color it, and I know I'm gonna do this in black, but after that I can still see
What is that? Oh, it's like a step that she's on,
she's
right?
just
Okay.
standing on something here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this commission is also based on a classical statue.
Yeah.
The commission of the Batgirl.
Mm-hmm.
It's the person who ordered it.
Yes.
My art rep wrote that he wanted Cassandra Cain as Batgirl,
Mm-hmm.
and the Robin that I don't remember the name, sorry.
Yeah.
But he wanted a mentor-mentee relationship.
Right.
So I went and looked for an idea for that,
Yeah.
and I found the meaning of the word mentor,
Okay.
who was a person
Yeah.
in classical Greek mythology from the Iliad, or I'm sorry, from the Odyssey, I think. So mentor was Odysseus.
Yeah.
He asked mentor to keep an eye on his son when he went to his missions,
Yes.
and there's something that happened, and Athena, the goddess Athena, like took the shape of a mentor and
Mm-hmm.
started mentoring basically his
Yeah.
son.
Right.
And I found a statue
Yeah. I'll bring it up on the
that
screen. So we're talking about this statue. Do you remember when it was?
yeah, it's a neoclassic statue. I guess it's from the 19th, maybe 18th century, and it shows Athena, the goddess, on the right, and it's probably the son of Odysseus. I don't remember his name.
What was his name? Telemachus, maybe? Let me see it. Who was trusted counselor? Yeah, Telemachus, son of Odysseus. Yeah, I saw the name when I looked up mentor etymology.
Yeah. So I thought it's a cool. This is the way I approach commissions usually. I'm looking for an interesting idea that is related to the character, and in this one, the commissioner just gave me the best idea, so I used it. And this morning I also did a small one, another small commission. This is Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
And Doom is he looks like a capuchin monk, right? He has like
Yeah.
he has the hoodie and
Yeah.
he has like it looks like a monk.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I found I think it's open here. The other
Saint
you can
Francis of
show
Assisi.
the yeah, one of the
Wasn't he the
classical
guy who
drawing.
had like an alien encounter or something?
I think is the word assassin comes from this.
I was under the impression that assassin comes from hash, like smoking of, so that there
I
was
think
a
there was
band of basically mercenaries, swords for hire, that were in the Arabian desert, and they would smoke shisha pipes, and that's where, so like the Arabic word for that is where the word assassin comes from.
I
But
remember something like that as well, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I recall something about Saint Francis of Assisi having like a UFO encounter or something. I might have made that up completely.
so it's a drawing from the 16th, I think 16th century. I think it's a Renaissance style, but it's a very cool pose. So did you see the drawing?
Yes, yeah, and I also showed it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a painting, right?
It's a painting, right? Sorry.
It looks like an oil painting.
Yeah, it must be oil if it's from the 16th century.
They didn't really have acrylics back then.
Yeah. Francisco the what's the name
Saint
of
Francis of Assisi.
No, but the
Oh,
artist
the
Francisco
artist.
de Zur.
Let me see. Yeah, Francisco de
Zurbaran.
Zurbaran.
And just show the name of the sculptor of the other one because I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't know that we have the name of
I
the
think
sculptor.
we have it on the link.
Let me see if I can exit this somehow. I'm gonna try to full screen it. No, it doesn't. It's just Wikimedia. But I can search for the name of the.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's not alive. So it's not like we're using his art without
Sculpture by Gustav
Yeah.
Bluser.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
Bluser. Okay, so the word assassin originates from the Arabic word hashashin, referring to 11th century Nizari Ismaili sect. This term is linked to hashish. Yes, I got it right. They used to smoke and they used to kill, so that's where we get that word from.
So there's another word that comes from the monks. Oh, the Capuchin monks.
Capuchin, yeah. I think maybe cappuccino also comes from that.
I guess so.
Or maybe like they're both from the same place in Italy.
Yeah. But I don't think people in North America say that, right?
Cappuccino?
No, I mean.
Oh no, they say hoodie. They say hoodie. I only think like in specific places in Europe maybe they use little. Oh yeah, cappuccino. It means little hood. So it's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Capuchin friars. So their order was actually called the Order of Capuchin. Jillian asks, is it Jillian or Gillian? I'm pretty sure I might be pronouncing it correctly. Jillian? Do you feel like making the sketching in the silent stream mornings helps you focus for longer? It's fascinating to see.
No, Anyway, I'm gonna draw, so it's my job. I have to do it. It doesn't
I think what they mean
it
is
doesn't make any
when you're
difference if I.
talking, do you go slower?
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, yeah. I'm not completely sure about that, but maybe somewhat slower. Not a lot slower,
Mm.
but I can't read the reason I'm doing the silent ones is because I can't read the chat. It's impossible to do it with and drawing at the same time. So I only have once a week this time that Dex has time for that.
I don't know if we can.
And
I hope that we'll be able to continue doing the moderated weekly live streams. But I don't know what work for me is going to look like in the next few months. So we're going to do our best to keep going with this, though.
we can find the time for it. It's only an hour and a half a week.
Yeah.
It's not a
Push
lot.
comes to shove, we might need to change the day or
Yeah,
the time of day,
yeah, that's possible.
but we'll probably have time to do it. We'll make the time.
Originally I chose Mondays because I was looking at YouTube on other channels, like Daniel Warren Johnson has a channel, and there's some other big ones like I can't remember now, but I basically found that there's only one day that there's no like anybody else that does a stream.
But maybe there's a
That.
reason that no one chooses Monday. First day of the week, you're done with work, you just want to rest.
I know,
But yeah, I see what you're saying. I think it's a smart way of selecting the
Yeah.
day, because then you're not competing with you have like your audience and you're not competing with other people
Yeah.
that are doing the same thing. Because I definitely find that the channels that I follow on YouTube, I have like they give me this rhythm to my week. I know that on Thursdays I'm gonna be getting whatever an Area 52 podcast, and I
Oh,
know,
really?
yeah, and I know that on
Yeah.
Fridays I might be getting a miniature painting podcast, that specific one, or there's gonna be like, yeah, Slimehouse TV with the Sufubi toys. It comes out on specific, even though he's a regular, but it gives you like a sort of, yeah. So I think that's a smart way of. Jillian asks, have you ever thought of teaching online?
Actually, somebody asked me a few days ago if I want to do that, but for architecture, not for comics.
Yeah, Jillian Neer's an architect and has been working as one for decades at this point, right? Is it 20, 15 years, we'll say? 15 years. So yeah, so I guess they wanted to see whether you would want to teach university courses online, or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you have a think about that or not yet?
I can do it, yeah.
Yeah, if it's like once or twice a week, you'd be up for it, or?
Yeah, if it's online, it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
But for comics, I haven't actually thought about it.
I think that could be a cool idea.
Yeah.
I found someone teaching like the basics and intermediate level of airbrushing, physical airbrushing, and it's at Ontario, or I thought it's at Ontario, and I purchased the
you told me
in-person lesson that it said like there's a cap of 3 people for the teacher, which is amazing, right? And
it's not in Ontario.
And then it is in Ontario, but it's like 2.5 hours away by GO train or something. It's in Burlington or some other. I still think I'm gonna go though. I'm gonna make a day out of it.
Is it like once or?
Yeah, it's just a one time. No, if it were more than.
Okay, if it's once.
It's once, yeah. I think like you can bring your earphones, your headphones, and a book or whatever.
Yeah, it's
even like a sketch pad, and just sit on the train, and you don't have to drive, for 5 hours that day. You're just on a train. But yeah, I think I need to take like a bus to the Go and a Go train to a different city, and then another probably like streetcar, or we'll see what that's like. But it's gonna be an interesting day for sure. Jillian says an inking workshop. That could be cool for you,
Yeah.
actually.
Even though inking is probably better to teach in person as opposed to online.
Yeah, there's gonna be
But
a
you can do it.
video.
You can do it online.
Who? What?
I mean, it's possible to
Oh yeah,
teach
for
inking
sure. Yeah,
online, but
it's not gonna be as hands-on, but I mean,
yeah,
we do want to put out a video that we were talking about before with you explaining about the techniques and the different types of paper and
yeah.
what to look out for and
Mhm.
troubleshooting with inking on
Yeah,
when it snags or slides or bleeds
yeah. I
and
think
how to tell what that
yeah,
means.
maybe I'll do it after I finish this story,
Yeah.
because after that I need to get back to my project to Helix Sky.
Jillian, would you attend an inking workshop? We're near to do that. Do you have any experience inking, or is it something that you'd like to get into? So why is this guy so giant?
It's a dream that
Oh,
I
okay,
had.
that makes sense. So there's no reason, it's just a dream.
Yeah,
Jillian says, yes, I will, meaning attend an inking workshop if it existed.
okay, we'll think about it.
Yeah, it's a good
And
idea,
let
actually. Like,
everybody
there's
know.
no.
Yeah,
It could be. I mean, you could always we could always offer it and see, but then I would also put a cap on the number of students, just so that you can pay each one more attention, right?
yeah,
Like I wouldn't go over maybe 5 people
yeah,
in a class. Jillian says I'm a beginner, so it would be cool to join a workshop where we can practice together and ask questions. Yeah, that could be. I mean, if you have a small group, you could also open a Discord,
mm-hmm.
is what people do, I think, many times. That could be amazing. Okay, we're gonna give it a serious think, Jillian.
Yeah.
Thanks for the cool idea.
Mm-hmm. So this story, this is the second and third page. It's it's for Raid. It's for Blitz. I think the name of the magazine is Blitz. It's a very very cool magazine. I showed it here
Mhm.
on one of the past streams. So it's there's a work sharing space here in Toronto
Mhm.
called Raid,
Yeah.
and the guys there do comics and I think some other stuff, but mostly comics. And they have a sharing work sharing space that you can work in,
Mhm.
and also it's also a gallery and
And a coffee shop,
a coffee shop,
and also they have empanadas.
yeah,
Which
very good empanadas. And they have a cool magazine, very cool.
Yeah.
The last one, Jima Food was in. He drew the cover, and I think Sean Crystal and a lot of other good artists.
Yeah.
And they somehow give it away for free. I don't know how, because the quality is
Here, let
very
me
high.
just show it so that whoever's interested doesn't
Yeah.
have to. Oh, by the way, Jamie says that he would also join an online workshop. So you
Oh,
already
cool.
have 2 students.
Yeah. So it's a very very cool magazine, and I don't know how they do it, but it's somehow it's free. It's like it's a big magazine. It's not a comic book size. It's oversized, and it has a lot of pages, and the quality, it's full color. The quality is very high, and they basically give it for free. I don't know how.
It feels
So
luxe. Like the cover is pretty thick. It's not
yeah.
flimsy in any way.
So it's huge. You see this? This is A3. Yeah, it's very big.
Yeah. Is it as wide as the A3?
So this is
Almost. No, yeah.
this is Jim Mahfood.
Yeah.
Very cool. So yeah, it has a lot of comics inside. Very very cool stuff.
High quality print.
Yeah. So since it's a magazine and it's a like more, I guess it's more like edgy, or I think the vibe is more like heavy metal a little bit, right?
Yeah. It's grungy, it's edgy.
Grungy, a little bit like heavy metal. So I decided to do something more experimental.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it says a lot because most of my stuff is a bit experimental. But I had a dream a long time ago, and I usually when I have a interesting dream, I write it down.
Yeah.
So that I decided to just draw the dream as it is, almost as it is, and I wrote a text to accompany the art. And the text is not necessarily directly connected to the dream itself, but it complements it.
Yeah.
Something like that. And that's the reason a lot of the scenes here are strange. Like this giant with a face that's not really in place.
Right. Puzzle face.
Yeah.
How has that never been a character?
Yeah. I can maybe show the other pages if we are.
There's only one before these, right?
No, two.
Two? Oh.
Yeah.
I thought this was page 2 and 3.
Oh, no, it's 3 and 4.
Okay.
Yeah, this is page 1. Let's just do the other line.
I wanted to show a close-up, but I don't think that the camera is actually closer. But if you could show the area where the head intersects with the cube.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, this is like a 3D cutaway of the scene, and you can see a little bit of the brain in there.
and also the nose is cut at the front. You see that?
Yeah. Which text did you refer to, Jillian, on the magazine? Or...
And the second, so this is the first page, and the second page is this. So it has like some sort of space elevator,
right,
that's connected to Earth, and I'm using 3D panels in it.
Yeah.
All the panels are 3D, so yeah, and sometimes it cuts the elevator line. And some other times it cuts the faces of the characters.
Yeah, I see the nose is cut out there as well.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
I only noticed it after you said it.
Yeah.
I was looking at the brain.
Yeah. So this one is the third. It's a double, as you've seen already.
Jamie says, I follow Ink Pulp and they talk about the magazine. I hope that they invite you on their podcast.
Oh yeah, I talked to Jim and Matteo and Sean a couple of times in shows, at shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean, I think he did like a short shout out.
Yeah.
For me at the podcast. In one of the episodes.
Where are they based out of? Do you know?
Matteo is from Italy.
Yes, but where's Ink Pulp's like sort of base of operations? Is it U.S. East Coast or West Coast? Or somewhere in between?
They're not in the same place.
Okay.
So Matteo is in Italy.
Yeah.
And I only saw sorry, I'm bad with names. The guy with the red
Backdrop?
red backdrop. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know that I've ever known his name. Or maybe I've heard it once.
He's very talented. He worked on Young Flux.
Yes.
So I saw him in at a show, a cool show in Italy, in Como.
Is it Eric, his name?
Eric, yeah.
Eric Canet or Canetti?
Canetti, yeah.
Yeah.
Eric Canetti.
Okay.
But I don't know. I couldn't find the time to talk to him.
Did they ever say anything about you joining them for a podcast or being on one of the? You didn't talk about it.
No, we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, it might happen. I mean, it makes
Yeah.
sense, I guess, that it would happen.
Yeah.
Or could happen.
I really like Eric's stuff. He's really, and Matteo as well. They're very, very talented.
Yeah. They all are.
Yeah, and Jim is like, his stuff is so unique. It's something else. You don't see anything like that.
Yeah.
I have an original by Jim.
Do we? Yeah, we have an original.
Yeah.
Well, how?
Like a small one.
What is it of? What's depicted?
Just a small character, this size. I only have 2 originals by other people. This is one of them, and the other one is another less known artist called Brent McKee.
Yeah.
He's like amazing, and nobody knows him. It's so, I don't know. It's so weird.
I think I've heard that name before. Maybe you told me about him.
Yeah, he's one of the artists that my art rep represents. And I got to meet him at the same show.
Oh.
In Italy. So I had to buy something by him.
Jillian says, do you happen to have the notes that you took down about the dream that inspired this?
I do have it, yeah.
Okay. What language is it in?
It's not in English.
Okay. I could translate if you want.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is, though.
But, no, I have it.
Yeah.
Of course I have it. So, the thing I'm doing, dreams are very important to me.
Yeah.
I actually have an app, but I stopped using it. But I did start using it again. I don't know if you heard, but sometime in the beginning of this stream, there was a ding dong, like a sound.
Yeah, digital alarm, short one.
So it's an alarm that reminds me to check reality.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody knows that, but there is a thing called lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
Which is a dream that you're aware. It's basically a dream that you're you know that you're dreaming in the dream itself.
While it's happening, not afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have some control in it. You can do stuff in the dream itself, and it really helps for me specifically because I'm looking for ideas, and I have this, maybe it's not a I don't think it's a weird thing to say, but I do believe there's some truth to the saying that ideas, it's something that David Lynch talks about a lot, that ideas, they don't come from us.
Oh yeah,
you have to catch. David Lynch says you have to catch ideas.
Like fishing.
Yeah.
Right.
I do feel that, but I feel like my job is to listen to the ideas, but edit them.
Translate almost.
It's not translate. It's getting rid of the bad ones.
Okay.
And like finding it's like searching more than creating.
If you get a fish that is not what you're looking for, you throw it back in.
Yeah, exactly. So with dreams, it's you get for free a lot of ideas that are very interesting that you can't get.
I have so many ideas that are not useful in any way when I'm dreaming.
a lot
Like
of
the
them,
other night, I dreamt that I had
Exactly.
feet instead of hands.
Mhm.
It was just a part of the dream, but it was like, I'm not going to be able to do anything with that.
Yeah, a lot of them are not very interesting, but
Yeah.
I am trying to train myself to be able to think about ideas and new things when I'm dreaming. So this app that I'm using, um, I think it's called Awake. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So it helps you to train how to do, because you can train for being able to do lucid dreaming. It's something that you can train and do deliberately if you want.
Yeah, and if you do decide to train it and you do like very low maintenance daily checks on whether you're dreaming or not, and there's techniques that are delineated and it's very easy to follow, then usually within 2 weeks you'll have, you'll have a lucid dream.
The idea is you when you're awake, because if you're awake, you know you're awake. It's not something that's debatable. But when you're dreaming, you're not sure if you're dreaming or not. You can think you're awake when you're dreaming. So the idea is to train yourself to notice the surrounding and ask yourself if you're dreaming or not, even when you're awake. And then you get used to it, and when you're sleeping, you ask yourself again if you're awake or not.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's only the first part of it, right? There's like specific things that you check to see,
yeah,
to test if you're dreaming.
Yeah, first you need to the app reminds you once in a while to check reality.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear this specific sound, you just need to check your surrounding and then check if you're awake or not. And there are very easy things that you can do. One of them is just counting your fingers, because if you are dreaming, the chances that you have 5 fingers twice when you count them twice
Right.
is very, very low.
So you're saying count the fingers, stop, and then count them again. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stop. Or
And then count
the
them.
other hand, maybe 1, 2,
Right.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5. Most
Yeah.
of the time when you're dreaming, once it will be 5, but then
It'll
there's
be a
no
different
chance.
number.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
because
6 or 7.
I'm not sure they know why it is, but they do know from statistical inquiry that numbers don't tend to sort of remain static in dreams. They change all the time. So
Mhm.
if you look at a watch or a clock in a dream and you look away and you look again and it's a completely different number
That's another
or different language, that's also a
That's
sign.
that's another sign. So you basically need to choose for yourself what to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But the easiest thing is to count fingers. After that is to read something,
Yeah.
and then look away and then read it once again. And if it changes, then you're dreaming.
Yeah.
And this is all based on the idea that when you're awake, you're not gonna get confused,
Yeah.
because you know you're awake. It's
Mm-hmm.
just a fact.
Right.
But when you're dreaming, you are gonna get confused. And
Yeah.
because you're confused, you have to check if it's reality or not.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing you can do is close your nose and try to breathe in. In dreams, you would be able.
I don't think I'd be able to locate my nose in the dream state even.
You can do that.
My hand would go through my face.
If you train yourself to do that, you can do it for sure.
I remember my first lucid dream, at least the first one that I was able to recall. I must have been around 14 years old, and it just happened spontaneously. And I think they say that around adolescence, usually uh, 1 out of every 2 people will have a lucid dream for the first time. And I recognized that I was dreaming. I don't remember what kind of dream I found myself in before realizing that. But then I was like, oh, cool. Okay, so I want to see if I can change the dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, I'm gonna
You
be
can.
yeah.
That's the
I said I'm
idea.
gonna be in the pyramids on the Giza Plateau in Egypt. And I was in the Giza Plateau, but it was all like grasslands around it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, you know what? I'll roll with that. So grasslands, let's do some cartwheels. And I started cartwheeling and flying around the grasslands of the pyramids of Egypt. It was very cool.
Yeah, it's
But
nice.
once you get too excited, it sort of like snaps you out of the controlled part of the dream.
Once you, yeah, that's another problem.
Yeah.
When you get too excited, you can wake up, and
Yeah.
you don't want to wake up, because if you wake up, you can't go back to it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. It's also, some people say that it could be used in a therapeutic way. So to deal with trauma, to deal with
I guess
like
so. Yeah.
triggers or sort of.
Oh, one other thing that is important is to keep a journal
Oh
of
yeah, for
dreams,
sure.
because you used to forget. The body doesn't remember dreams naturally. You only remember them only a few minutes after you wake up. Only if it's something very, very traumatic or interesting or anything like that. And you remember only the dreams that you dreamt when you woke up.
Right.
But if you continue dreaming, it's gonna be erased forever. You're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna be able to.
Yeah.
So only the dreams happens just a few seconds before you wake up.
Mm-hmm.
These are the ones you're gonna want to put all the emphasis on.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been able to wake up from a dream and then go back to sleep and
No,
continue it?
it's impossible.
It is possible. It's happened to me only a very few number of times, but
It's almost impossible.
it's yeah, it's
It's not
difficult.
something that's easy, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can be able to control it.
No, yeah, it's really maybe it's also a muscle that can be. So Jillian asks, what do you think of the connection between art making and mental health?
Uh,
These are some serious questions. Hard hitting, Jillian.
mhm. Hmm. I think mental health is connected to everything, so it must be connected to art. But art is whatever you choose it is, whatever the artist chooses it is. So
Yeah.
I can use my mental health issues to help me, or they can damage my work. But usually I think they damage your, if you have like problems.
I don't know. Some of the greatest artists in history had serious mental health issues.
Yeah, but if you look specifically on these artists,
Hmm.
they were better when they were healthy. Like
Yeah.
for example, Van Gogh, he was better when he was in Paris in
Yeah.
when he was like more healthy,
Yeah.
in a
Stable.
more stable, right? That's the word I was looking for.
Hmm.
He was it's usually it's just a myth that you need to be the struggling artist. You have to be able to do the work, because a lot of it is just boring stuff that you have to be able to do over and over again.
Hmm.
I'm talking about comics specifically, not on not about
Art in
art
general.
in
Yeah.
general. But yeah, I sure myself have mental issues,
Yes.
but I can't work if I have like an occurring problem. I have to
Address it.
address it, and only after that I can work.
Yeah, I think it's the same for me. Definitely. If it's a pressing issue, it has to be dealt with in order for me to have the space so that my art can sort of thrive in.
Yeah.
But
I
but I also want to
if I have
say
like a mental issue, I can't even. It's hard for me to
to think
eat,
about anything,
to
right?
eat, like
Yeah,
to do basic things.
let
So
alone
yeah,
sit down and have the sort of like wherewithal and freedom to create something.
Yeah. So for me, I don't know if it's the same for every person, but for me, I have to address the mental issue, because if I have a mental issue, it's gonna be very strong, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's important to.
I would add something. I'd say that the reason that a lot of artists seem to have, first of all, mental issues are very a globally occurring, obviously, thing that everyone deals with to some extent because you have a mind, therefore that mind
And you have time
and you
for
have
it,
time, right?
because our lives are probably better than what they were 20 or 30 or 50 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, depression has always existed, probably in one shape or form, ever since
Yeah, but there's
consciousness has existed.
much more of it
But
today.
what I was gonna say is, I think that like the reason that a lot of artists would seem on the surface to be dealing with mental issues, I think they go hand in hand. I don't think it's a causality connection. I think it's more of like correlation where, so if you think about what an artist actually does, they're trying to communicate something to the outside world or to themselves or both. And that is like an emotional way of reacting to something. Wanting someone else to understand what I'm trying to communicate.
Are you trying to explain why artists have more
I think they tend to
emotional
be,
issues than
yes,
other people?
I think they tend, I think artists on average, if I had to guess, tend to be more feeling people.
Yeah.
Not to say that they're not thinking people, but I think maybe they give their emotions more.
I think it's not mutually exclusive.
It's not, yeah, it's not. But that would be one of the reasons where, I mean, no one says, car mechanics are always, I don't know.
I think that the reason for that is because people are not interested in car mechanics, but they
Okay.
might have the same problems as artists. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Depends on the car mechanic, though. Am I right, ladies? Yeah. I'm like I said, everyone has mental health issues is normal. It's just the way that we used to deal with them up until recently, it was less normal because it was a taboo. It was pushed under the table, shoved under the rug.
Yeah, even for
And
me, it was. I felt that it was, for me, when it happened first. It was. It felt like something that I need to hide.
Right, yeah.
But I don't feel like that anymore. It doesn't. I don't think it matters.
I don't think I've ever felt that I need to hide it. I think my gut reaction was tell a professional as quickly as possible so that it doesn't stay only within my own mind.
I meant hide it from like other people, not from professionals, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, I went to seek for medical help for it, but yeah, but just not talking about it a lot.
Yeah, for me, it was really bad anxiety that just came out of nowhere when I was basically still a teenager. I was 17 at the time. I had my first like panic attack and I didn't know what it was. My heart was beating super fast and I thought I was having a heart attack. I didn't know about anxiety or panic attacks or anything of that nature. And then it was beating so what seemed to me to be rapidly and strongly that I was convinced that I was dying. And I was alone at the time.
It's funny that for everybody it's kind of the same.
Kind of the same, yeah. And so what I did was I didn't call an ambulance. I didn't call the police. I was like, it's happening now. Like no one's going to be here on time. I might as well be comfortable. I remember thinking this.
You could have called.
I might as well be comfortable
when you die
while dying, right?
Yeah.
So my uncle was not at home, but I was staying with him at the time. And he had a lazy boy in the living room, which is like a reclining single sofa. And I just laid down on the reclining sofa and I was like, okay, let's go. Like, whatever. I'm just going to try to relax through it and I'll be dead in a few minutes and then we'll see what happens, if anything, right? Yeah. But that sort of caused it to dissipate as well. Even though it's not like if you deal with it in a good
Unless
way.
it was a real heart attack.
I mean, I was 17. I don't think I had a real heart attack.
Yeah.
I know
No,
by now,
I
right?
know you didn't have, but
Yeah. Yeah, I for sure thought 100% that I was dying because
Yeah.
it was so sudden and extreme, and I'd never felt anything like that before. But I'd say that after that, maybe I became more artistically, well, I became more inclined to share my creative side with the world.
Really?
Yes, for sure.
Interesting.
Before that, I would just doodle or write things and put them away and never look at them again and not really.
Why do you think it happened?
Why do I think the anxiety attack happened?
Why do you think you started sharing your art after anxiety attack?
I think when people suffer, they tend to appreciate real connection with human beings more. And there's something about like shared suffering that also brings people together. I think that's like a well-known thing.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, the friends that you make
That's my theory.
during college, or in like really stressful exam periods, or the friends that you make if
in a stressful environment,
whatever it is, right?
Are the best friends.
They end up being your best friends because you went through these formative experiences together. So you somehow feel like you have more of a beat on what the person is made out of, right? Because they actually form the person's personality.
Maybe it was because you thought you were really going to die. And,
yeah, I don't.
And you were like, life is short or something.
No,
like
that would be I think more of a you thing.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of thinking along those lines, but I guess the general thing was like, okay, so I mean, I could probably share whatever it is and be more open with other people and make real connections,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be okay. And maybe those would somehow help me deal better with my mental health issues as well.
Okay.
Along those lines. Maybe there is some of what you're saying in it as well, but
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to think about it more deeply.
Yeah. So the bottom line is mental health is important, and you have to learn how to treat yourself in order to be a better artist. That's the way I think.
Mental health's big. It's tremendous.
Oh no.
I know. Yeah.
Is that the time now
Of what?
of doing impressions?
Why? I never did impressions on the live stream before. Did I? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I would do my Gollum impression, which is actually pretty good, but it creeps you out so much that I think I'm gonna just hold on to it for now.
No, yeah. No.
So let's see what you've done so far today, because we're coming up on an hour and a half in a minute.
Okay.
We usually turn off the light table at the end of the live stream so that you can see the actual inked page.
Yeah, let me just finish this foot and yeah. Oh, another foot. If I don't do it now, I might forget, and then we're gonna have a character without feet. So yeah, this is a page with a lot of details and characters. So I didn't finish even even half of it, and yeah. So I also have. I don't have a lot here yet. Only this part and this, but the other half.
Could you show this closer to the camera, because we don't have a close-up camera on today's stream. Technical issues.
I think it works. The close. Oh, it's not. Is it not like?
I think it's in focus. I think it's okay. Yeah. Jillian, thank you as well for joining us. And
let me actually try something else. I can do this.
What is that?
Oops. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That works.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the easiest thing. I just use the
actual
lens,
physical
the actual
zoom.
physical lens of the camera.
Yeah.
Works.
So as you can see, this is what you've done today. Here's current page,
And
part of
maybe
the double spread.
We'll show the other part of it. Yeah, so I've done this part, and there's the other part, which is this. So we see here the character is coming out of this thing, and then everybody falls, and then so his face. This is actually, I dreamt this. It's a giant. He's gonna be colored in gold. It's a golden giant,
Right.
and his face is all scrambled up like this, and he's gonna do something here, and then his face is gonna be okay after that. That's the idea of the dream. So yeah.
Very cool. And we're gonna show how this progressed. You're probably gonna be done.
If you want to see me continue work on it this, then tomorrow morning I'm gonna finish this first, because I do need to finish this commission. This is like the higher tier of commissions. It has background and some characters, so it's gonna take a little bit longer than the usual.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the background here and the whites on the black. This is probably gonna be tomorrow morning, and after I finish this, I'll continue with the double page.
And thank you for the brilliant questions, Jillian.
Yeah,
and
thank you, everybody.
We'll see you next week as well. And we're going to be here, and we hope you will too. Yeah. Let others know about the live streaming that we do once a week.
Yeah, and do the stuff.
Yeah.
Do the things.
Press all the bells
the
and whistles underneath, so that we get this
stuff
thing.
that people say when they end every YouTube.
We could actually add like a small moving subscribe thing on the bottom.
No,
we're just gonna say it. We're just gonna verbally remind everyone. The channel has more followers than it had before we started the live streams and moderated questions. We'll see you again next week, guys.